I'm Jessica with The Pain-Free Athlete. This video accompanies my blog, How to Fix Plantar Fasciitis. You can find the blog at thepfathlete.com. First exercise is for hip mobility. We're going to do this against the wall. You're going to come to the wall, get your lower body in a 90-degree position, feet pointing straight up, hip width apart, arms out to your side, palms up, chest open, shoulder blades back. And then open your knees out. Toes stay pointing straight up, pushing the heels against the wall, and then back in. So we're taking the hips to external rotation. The pelvis will rotate forward slightly. You'll feel the back lift. And then the knees come together and the back flattens as the pelvis rotates back. You can also do it with the feet a little bit wider for more range of motion. Same movement, keeping those toes pointing straight up. A little more challenging this time because you've got a greater range of motion, more hip movement. And you want to do about 20 of these or so before going on to the next exercise. This next exercise for plantar fasciitis starts with balancing of the pelvis, followed by a movement that integrates foot to hip. You're going to need a block, pillow, or ball about 4 to 6 inches wide. I'm going to put that between the knees, feet hip width apart, pointing straight ahead. Lying on your back, palms up, chest open, shoulder blades relaxed. Start with some squeezes. Squeeze your knees into the block and then release. This activates and balances our inner thighs, which connect to the pelvis. You know you're balanced when you feel even pressure of both sides of the back of your pelvis on the ground. Start with 20 reps and see how you feel. After you get balanced, squeeze the block just about 25-30%. Hold that little bit of tension in the inner thighs. Then we're going to move our feet. We're going to go from heel strike, toes are up, roll through the foot to push off on the toes. As you go into heel strike, feel the tension in the lower leg all the way up the quads and into the hips. Roll through and push up off of the toes and really feel that big toe connecting with the ground. That'll help you keep a good ankle position going right over the foot. You're going to do about 15 to 45 of these. This last exercise for plantar fasciitis is standing. I wanted to do something where you're bearing weight on your feet. You're going to need a desk, a counter, something that you can lean on for this exercise. It's going to stretch the whole back line of your body from your feet all the way up and over through your back and neck to your head. The hand position is going to encourage opening up of the chest. You're going to have your hands like so, and from your wrist to your elbow is going to be supported by the surface that you're using. If you're using a hard surface, you're probably going to want to put a little towel down here because you're going to have your forehead on this surface. I put my hands down, my elbows are supported, and I want to have an L position so my ankles to my hips are a straight line perpendicular to the floor. My forehead is on the surface and then my quads are engaged. So I'm going to push my knees back, engage my quads, drop my chest down, collapse my shoulder blades together as I'm keeping my legs nice and tight. So I'm feeling a stretch from my calves through the hamstrings, through the glutes and the back. And I'm feeling some good work through my upper back as I'm opening up my chest, feeling that length happening in the front of my body as well. Hold this for at least a minute, possibly longer.